Alrighty, packing up, going for a week-long documentary shoot. It's a sports documentary. It's for a show I've previously worked on, packing the Silk, the 40x40. I got a lot of good play this week. Damn, look at that sunset. I took this photo and I was like, bro, this is literally just most of America. Like, this is just like, you know what I mean? Just like shopping malls, like random hotels. I don't know. I found it funny. These Annie's fruit snacks, fire. Had to get my own little personal crafty going. You know, I'm a big Celsius guy, but I'm having a hard time. I can't fully get off the Red Bull. Beef jerky is fire fuel, is really good fuel when you're out on set. Getting the cameras built up, I was on the Sony FX6 70-200 and an easy rig primarily. Starting the week off, grabbing some B-roll. You know, it's funny, I always feel like, you know, when I get started on a shoot, like the first couple of shots of the day, I'm like, yo, these are kind of trash. Does anyone else feel like they kind of have to get in a rhythm? I don't know. I love this quick release thing on the easy rig. It's so nice. Very satisfying. I also made one little change to my easy rig. You know, people talk, you know, one of the downsides, everyone's like, oh, the easy rig, your camera's too low. In the back of the easy rig, you could adjust the thing to bring the actual like arm up. I feel like on this shoot especially, I was able to bring the camera up as high up to the shoulder. Now with a shoulder rig, I'd be able to walk with the camera a little bit more. It's a little bit quicker. But with the easy rig, I feel like I'm able to snap off more shots. And truthfully, I don't always want the camera at shoulder level. There's Eric. I was like, he's in the weeds. He's inspiring everyone, bruh. Setting up for our first interview. It was freaking windy that day, but it was really nice. Pretty much just like flipped everything. Having that 600X was nice. Really got a nice little pop out there. I was even rocking my matte box for this one. I really don't that much, especially because like these like Sony lenses are so well coated and have like flare control pretty well. But there's definitely a few scenarios where I was tinkering with it and I'm like, oh no, this is actually really nice to have. Neg on the floor. Who remembers that map on Call of Duty?
We also did 2 with him, right? Because there was a follow-up for that. Yeah.
Do the shot.
Yeah, I only broke
That's making the cut.
so long to like scrub through and count the questions.
Here. Lot of interviews. Yeah, there you could kind of see, look at that. The Silk is just like diffusing the light pretty strongly right there. So that was very helpful to have. Man, I love Red Bull. Thanks for the hat, Matt. It was sunny. Yeah, this is one of those times where I was like, yo, the matte box is actually saving me a little bit. Doing a little scout right now to see for more interview looks for later in the day. These Hall of Fame rooms are always super cool. The order of operations is the key light, then the interviewer is going to sit down, or the producer better yet. You can have the A camera, and then next to that, you can have the B camera. Opposite side of the key is going to be usually, at least for what we did for the most part, either a bounce, a negative, or a fill light. I think we were, with the bounce and the fill, we're getting both of that from the floppy. That's why I freaking love using that. And then we were also doing a hair light. So it's fun. You know, I work on this show maybe once or twice a year. Every time, me and Eric, because Eric's the DP on the show, we always talk about beforehand, how can we make this better? What can we bring this time? And every time I watch, I'm like, damn, like we really do keep improving, and I'm stoked. These shoots are always super fun. I'd like to do more stuff like this, especially sports, man. Sports is so much fun to shoot. I really do feel like this was the most dialed in I had with the easy rig this week. I had everything just set up nice. Counterweights, that monitor mount, dude, that little Condor Blue swivel thing. Everyone should have that. It's literally the GOAT. Look at that pack. Bro, I think these were called tater chos, nacho taters, something like that. Let me just tell you, I felt a little interesting after I ate that, but after a long day, I was down. Going on to the next location. I believe this is day 3. You know, there's something I really love about the morning, like that hour of just building, talking, getting ready for the day. I don't know, there's something like really nice about it. You gotta kind of get your brain waking up, start talking about stuff. It's kind of therapeutic in a way.
Hello, cart? Never mind. Yeah. That background's gonna be warm. This is gonna be like nicely backlit. It might change though. Oh, the camera's rolling. I shouldn't have that on the vlog. That's not going in.
The Sunseeker app, getting ready for some interviews. So we had to be cognizant of, all right, the sun's going to raise, so let's figure out where we want to be because this is going to change. I think we got some pretty kick-ass looks, if I had to say so myself. You know, what's nice is, you know, shooting somewhere on a campus, there's already branding everywhere, right? So that's pretty much giving you the art direction, the set deck, everything. There's already colors. It literally doesn't even matter what camera you're shooting on. Your stuff is going to look better. Like, I will look at stuff from this shoot and maybe compare it to when I'm in some random boring office building, you know, using the same equipment, but for whatever reason, this will always look more high end. So if you have a chance to make any decisions with art, a lot of the shoots I'm on, I usually don't have a person doing that, set deck, art direction, whatever. But just keep that in mind. I think that's super important. I will say though, for my BTS, I hate how the GoPro, the files are big, they're kind of not great to edit, and like the naming convention is sometimes all over the place, so it gets unorganized. I really would like to get a different BTS camera. Let me know what you guys are using. You know, the new DJI Osmo looks nice. Insta360 has that like little mini magnetic camera. I don't know how good the quality is. I know the Ace Pro is dope. I've worked with that before. They just made a new one. I just want something that has good battery life. Just give me normal clips, give me a normal naming convention, give me decent battery life. The GoPro quality is fine. I feel like for this stuff, and like people will tell me they don't care if I'm sharing crappy photos from my phone. Like, it's more about the content and the things that I'm saying. And like, I know the GoPro could be a little noisy or whatever, but I don't care, and you guys don't seem to care. Anyways, long story short, let me know what you guys think. But like, I do love like the point of view. I think it's badass. So for this practice, I finally decided, like, you know what, let me put my headphones on because we have a couple players and coaches and people mic'd up. Because sometimes, you know, I'm on a long lens, I'm far away, but if I hear the coach saying something important, let me go quickly snipe over and, you know, go shoot them. That sounds crazy. That was helpful. I think on this one, me and Eric were trying to be really more cognizant of our cross shooting and not getting in each other's shots, but also giving the editor variety and not just a wide shot and a close up. Like, let's actually shot reverse shot. You know, I'll shoot the coach, he shoots the players. Thank you, Shane, for that tip. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunset. That air was hitting diffy. Gorgeous campus. That always makes our job easier. Pro tip, shooting sports, you know, sometimes you're going to forget, all right, what's the numbers? I literally just put the numbers, like of your key players. I put the numbers on a piece of tape. So I knew when I'm out on the field, oh, I got to focus on 2, 5, 8, 20, 22. And I did that on the last episode of the show. And, you know, sometimes your boy could be forgetful. It happens, you know, we're human. It's a lot of numbers. Got some really cool stuff here in the practice. Celsius boys. They're not going to sponsor me, I don't think. That Froyo was really good. More interviews. I think this one came out sick. Again, I'm stoked. Every time we do this, learn something new. And I always love, you go out and you could just add something new to your toolbox, and it could be something that you know, oh, in this scenario, I know this thing works or this thing doesn't work, which it will save you time, and that's valuable. I freaking love this monitor so much. 3,000 nits of brightness, insane. I didn't even use a sun hood for this trip. I probably could. There's a feature of my sticks that I actually got some use out of. Look at that. This was a nice look. Game day. You know, using walkies on shoots when I am on shoots that don't have them, it kind of bothers me. Like, so there's usually just times where I'm like, I want to just relay something, a thought, or just tell the other operator what I'm doing. Those Hollyland headsets are looking right at me. Maybe when I get my my followers up, I could collaborate with them or something. I don't know. This game was a blowout, unfortunately. To adjust our white balance as from sunset to these like weird fluorescent lights. I don't remember what we did change it to. This Amaram panel that I have, I feel like I only bring it out like once or twice a year for these shoots. It's nice that it's battery powered. Final interview with the coach. That's a wrap. Cheers. Anyways, good crew, good vibes. These shoots are always super fun, and this is the kind of stuff I want to do more of. If you're watching this and you need some help on a shoot like this, you know where to find me. All right, guys, more stuff coming. Peace. Drinking coffee right now for sure.